Hi everybody, this is Dr. Douglas Stoddard. This is the Semi-Minute for January 2021. Wow, am I excited to say 2021 because along with me, I'm sure you agree, we can't say goodbye to 2020 fast enough. But I wanted to share some reasons with you why I am feeling optimistic. Over the next 3 months, Canada is expected to receive 6 million doses of vaccine. And those doses are spread across the 2 currently approved vaccines, those being the Pfizer vaccine and the Moderna vaccine. Each vaccine needs 2 doses to achieve 95% efficacy in terms of immunity with regard to those vaccinated. So with 6 million doses, that means 3 million people will have been vaccinated by the end of March or early April. And this is good news, and this is why. In Canada, and indeed around the world, but certainly in Canada, there are 3 groups right now that we are most concerned about when it comes to COVID-19. Yes, other groups exist where we are concerned, but we have to pick groups because we have to prioritize who gets vaccinated. And these are the groups. Number 1 is the 80-plus-year-old group of individuals. Number 2 are the individuals currently in nursing and residential homes. And number 3 are the frontline healthcare workers. Yes, there are other groups that are also concerning. Younger individuals, younger than 80, who have still considered elderly. So really we call those individuals 65 and over. And especially if they have comorbid diseases like heart disease, diabetes, asthma, etc. They're still very concerning. But again, we have to draw lines when it comes to giving the vaccine, the limited supply we initially have. We have to pick groups. So with 3 million people being able to be vaccinated, what does that mean? First of all, in Canada right now, there are 1.7 million, thereabouts, people who are over 80. There are approximately 375,000 individuals in nursing homes and residential homes. And unfortunately, it's hard to estimate the numbers of frontline healthcare workers. But with 1.7 million individuals who are over 80 and over, and 375,000 individuals in nursing and residential homes, many of which are 80 and over, we should be able to vaccinate all the 1.7 million 80-plus-year-olds and the residential and nursing home individuals, and still have perhaps 1 million people left that can still be vaccinated with the doses that are left over. Is that enough to cover all frontline healthcare workers? I don't know. But it should be enough to at least get a substantial amount of those workers vaccinated, if not all of them. What does this mean? It means the 3 groups we're most concerned about, by the end of March, mid-April, late April at the latest, we should be able to have them all vaccinated. Now that's great news, because with that vaccination program alone, we then will have been able to control the numbers of cases in these groups that could potentially require hospitalization. And it is the hospital system that the authorities are most concerned about now in terms of overwhelming the hospital system, its workers, its resources, etc. So by controlling disease in these 3 groups, we will be much further ahead, and without the same level of concern and anxiety about overwhelming the hospital system, which right now is really driving these decisions regarding lockdowns and case numbers, etc. Even though in the majority of people who may contract COVID-19 and become a case, because that's all a case is someone who has become symptomatic with COVID-19, most of those people are very successful in fighting off this virus. But the 3 groups that we're speaking of have certainly had their problems, well, especially the 80-plus-year-olds and nursing and residential home individuals. So that's why I'm excited. And again, this is just with the 2 vaccines that have been approved. Right now, we're about to start analyzing for approval 2 other vaccines. One is from Johnson & Johnson, and one is from AstraZeneca. So with any luck, within the next 2 to 4 weeks, we could have an additional 2 vaccines approved, and that's only going to help further in getting our at-risk people vaccinated as quickly as possible. So for that reason, I feel the next 3 months is going to just be constant good news as far as these vaccination programs go, thus giving us a reason to be hopeful and helping us resume more normal life, which I'm looking to the spring, thus that being April onward, as a time where we can really start to feel like, okay, we're finally winning this battle. But that also means the next 12 weeks are likely still going to be filled with a lot of ups and downs as far as lockdowns and concern and anxiety. But I just want to encourage all of you to start thinking positive. We are going to get on top of this, and the next 12 weeks we should start to see that happening. Thanks for listening. Again, I'm Dr. Douglas Stoddard, and this has been the Semi Minute.